It seems like everywhere we turn these days, people are talking about AI. It's in our phones, our offices, and even our creative hobbies. But honestly, there's a lot of noise out there and even more misconceptions. A lot of us have this idea that AI is some kind of mountain that's just too steep for a regular person to climb. We think it's only for the tech geniuses or the coders, and that feeling of being left behind is real. What's even worse is that when we do try to learn, we usually don't know where to start, getting lost in a sea of random tutorials. That's where Coursiv comes in. It's an AI learning platform built specifically to bridge that gap for everyday professionals. Today, we're going to get hands-on with Coursiv to see if it really is the solution for mastering these new skills without the headache. To kick things off, the first thing you'll do is head over to their site and sign up. Now, this isn't just a standard name and email situation. Right out of the gate, the platform asks you a series of questions about your goals, what kind of work you do, and how much you already know about AI. It's actually pretty clever because it's designed to help you understand your AI personality. It figures out if you're a creative soul looking to generate art, a business pro trying to automate emails, or maybe a total newcomer who just wants to stay relevant. Once you wrap that up, you're dropped right into the main dashboard. The interface is really clean. It's got a light theme that feels fresh and doesn't clutter your brain while you're trying to focus. Looking around, you'll see a simple navigation bar at the top with sections for home, guides, challenges, and AI tools. One thing you'll definitely notice is a little fire icon. That's your streak counter, and it tracks how many days in a row you've shown up to learn. It's a small detail, but seeing your current streak and longest streak right there on the front page definitely adds a bit of healthy pressure to keep the momentum going. Everything looks ready to go, so let's see what the actual learning looks like. Now, moving into the meat of the platform, let's take a look at the AI Mastery course. This is really the flagship experience here. You can see right away that it's broken down into 4 distinct units, and it's estimated to take about 4 hours in total. They've organized it into opportunities with AI, mastering ChatGPT 4, prompt engineering tactics, and different types of AI. When you jump into that first unit, the very first lesson is all about ways to earn with AI. What I appreciate is that the content isn't just a wall of text. It's delivered in these bite-sized snippets that mix clear writing with helpful images and short videos. It feels very manageable, almost like scrolling through a well-curated social feed, but for your brain. As you move through the lessons, you'll notice that fire icon we talked about earlier starts to light up. Every time you complete a task or a lesson, you earn points toward your streaks. It's surprisingly motivating to see that progress reflected in real time on your weekly tracker. The best part? Once you actually finish a full course, you're awarded a certificate. In today's job market, having that digital credential to share on your LinkedIn profile is a huge plus for your professional credibility. It's a solid way to show employers you aren't just using AI, but you actually understand the mechanics behind it. Building on those foundational courses, if you're looking for something more specific, you'll want to head over to the guides section. Think of this as the central hub for mastering individual tools. It's not just about general knowledge here. They have dedicated deep dive lessons for the big players like Midjourney, ChatGPT, Stable Diffusion, and even newer models like DeepSeek and Claude. The structure stays consistent, which is great for building a habit. You pick a specific guide, say Midjourney for image generation, and then you just follow the daily lessons. Because it's integrated with the same streak system, it encourages you to stay consistent. Instead of trying to cram everything about a tool in one Saturday afternoon, you're encouraged to spend 10 or 15 minutes a day on it. This way, the information actually sticks, because you're applying it little by little, rather than just letting it go in one ear and out the other. Speaking of staying consistent, if you need a little more structure to keep you disciplined, the challenges section is where you'll probably spend a lot of your time. This area is packed with goal-oriented programs like the 28-Day AI Challenge, the Junior AI Challenge, or even a no-code challenge for the aspiring builders out there. These aren't just collections of videos, they're curated paths designed to take you from a beginner to a confident user in a set time frame. You pick the challenge that aligns with what you need, maybe you want to overhaul your workflow in a month, and then you commit to it. It turns the learning process into a bit of a game, which I think is essential when you're tackling subjects that might feel a bit intimidating at first. By taking the challenge seriously and showing up every day, you're not just watching a tutorial, you're actually building a new habit. That brings us to one of the coolest parts of the platform, which is the AI tools section. Sometimes you don't want a lesson, you just need to get work done. Whether you need to summarize a long article, brainstorm some marketing ideas, or generate a custom image, you can do it right here without leaving the site. The interface lets you write your prompt and even choose which AI model you want to power the response. For example, if you're working on a project and need a high-quality visual, you can jump into the image generator, type in a description like a minimalist home office with natural lighting, and watch it work. Or if you're staring at a blank page for a blog post, you can use the Writer tool to generate an outline. It's basically a playground where you can apply everything you've been learning in the guides. Having these tools integrated directly into the learning space is a massive time saver because you're practicing your prompt engineering skills in the same place where you're studying them. So, at the end of the day, is Coursiv worth your time? If you're looking for a clear, low-stress path to finally understanding AI, I'd say it's a great fit. It cuts through the jargon and gives you a structured way to build real skills without feeling overwhelmed. If you're ready to stop guessing and start mastering these tools, we definitely recommend checking it out.